first of all, let's come around and sit down on your chair. You see my feet, right? And what I want you to do while I'm talking is just tap your toes, as we would do in the class situation. So sitting up nice and straight towards the front part of your chair, so you're not sitting back too comfortably. And we'll start lifting those toes up as high as we can. Nice straight back, breathing deeply into this. Just relax your shoulders down. So the nice upright sitting position. So keep tapping your toes until you feel that little ache developing in the front of the shin. Okay, right, and then when you feel that, draw both up and down together. So this is our way of keeping our toes lifting when we're in our walking, through the walking gait. So nice big lift up and down. Good. It's definitely not the same as having a group in front of you, and I'm missing seeing you all each week to go through this together. So just keep going with it at home for as long as you can. Right, so nice and steady. Last one, relax. Good. Let's bring your feet back. So to come up from the chair, just to remind you, I'll turn the chair again. Feet behind the knees, from the front part of the chair. Support yourself here with the hands on the legs. Lean into it, push through the heels, and you'll come up to stand. And as soon as you come up, just walk through the legs and boost your circulation up. So your chair can now support you from the back. So move around to the back of your chair and just start keeping your feet going. Right, we're going into into our warm-up phase now. So from nice easy range, let's pick up that march a little bit more. I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Good. And then relax the legs for a moment and just let your arms swing forwards and backwards, nice and steadily through your shoulders. If you need to hold on, you can. You can swing one arm and then swap over and swing the other arm. So make sure you're safe and steady throughout these exercises. Right, roll the shoulders. Nice big lift and a squeeze into the upper back and a nice smooth range of movement there. And relax, well done, good. Bring the hands back to the chair, pick up the knees, start to walk again. So you can take it very gently, hold on with one arm, swing the other, or if you're very steady, let's get both arms moving at the same time. So 4 more. Good, and then relax. Good, roll the shoulders back. Nice big range, an upper back squeeze. And relax the arms down by your side. Right, let's move this with the chair in front of you still. Moving into a side range, so moving to the right, to the centre, and to the left. Good, now if you bend your knees, pull your tummy in, keep the back nice and long. Let's do that again, right, to the centre and to the left. Good, one more time, nice and gently. And bring it back up and relax at the top. Good, let's bring the feet back in. Nice easy range, walking through. Good, so just keep that circulation boosted. And roll the shoulders. Well done. And again, the feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, knees slightly bent. We can cross the arms over to each shoulder and turn to the right, to the centre and to the left. Good, don't forget if you need to hold on, one hand on the chair or both hands, and keep moving through that trunk rotation. Good, well done. One more on each side and the other side. Well done. And back to your march. Good. So pick it up a little bit more now, walking through. Good. And again, big shoulder rolls backwards, lifting through the elbows, squeezing into the upper back, and relax the arms down by your side. Now let's just gently draw the chin down, bring it back up, turn your head to the right, hold the chair, to the centre, to the left, to the centre, and one more, right and centre and left. Good, and relax. Right, stay holding on to the chair. We're working with a heel and a toe. So heel and toe for a little bit more mobility at the ankle. Good, so pick up the knee, land your heel, land your toe. Good, last one, and relax, good. Moving to the other leg, heel and toe. Don't forget you can do all of this from a seated position. You don't have to be standing, but obviously if you can stand quite happily, your balance is good. Come up and work from this nice, tall, upright position. Okay, right, and relax. So, come back to the front of your chair and we're going to slowly sit back into the chair, sinking your hips back towards the chair, pushing through the heels. So let's do a few more of these sit to stand exercises. Heels behind the knees, one hand on each leg, lean forwards, push, come up to stand. Good, make sure you're steady. You can move your feet at the top, touch the chair with the back of your knees. We're going to push back through the hips. Make sure the weight is going through the heels now and gently land back in the chair very softly. And again, shuffle to the front, push the weight through the heels, come up to stand. Good, little bit of movement. Sometimes what I like to do, stay with that for a moment, I like to have another chair ready. So if you do feel that your balance isn't too good, you can come back to sit into your chair. Got another chair in front of you. Push through the legs, and when you come up to stand, you've got something there to hold on to straight away. So don't forget your options on all of this. Okay, heels down, hips back, bend the knees, push into the heels, slowly lower without dropping, and then come through to the front of your chair. Push the heels back into the floor and come up to stand. Nice strong lift. So how many of these? Slowly down. Really as many as you can manage comfortably. Hips forwards, heels back, come up to stand. Good, let's do one more. So push back into your hips. Good, nice slow, smooth landing on the chair. Come forwards and stand. Good, nice tall range and walk it through. Okay, we're going to stay standing now. I'll move that chair out of the way and just keep moving those legs. Right, some of the exercises that we cover in class. So I'll try and put them into our comprehensive order that we work with. Going to concentrate more on the strength and balance side of this now. So let's move on to from the ankles up and down. So we'll start with our heel raises, pushing through to the toes and lift up through the heels. Good. So you can see I've got the chair in front of me, so we've got a bit of support through this. Nice and steadily. Good, so just work through at your own pace. You see my feet, as many as you can do comfortably again. And lift and lower and lift. Good, starting to feel it now. Push, let's do one more. Up and down, well done. Walk it out gently. Little bit of a march, relax those calf muscles for a moment. Okay, the second set on that. Small, short, fast lift. So let's go up, down, quite quickly now. So a little push through the feet, through the toes. Good, your feet are about hip width apart. And keep going for 4 more. And 3. And 2. Oh, starting to feel that now. And 1. Good. And relax and walk it down. Well done. Right, moving on. We're going to step to the right and step to the left. So, chair in front of you still. Step to the right, step to the left. Good. And again, step to the right and step to the left. Now, do a nice comfortable step as far as your hips will allow. Nice and steadily. Right and left. I'm just going to move my chair out of the way so you can see what I'm doing, but I've still got it within reach. Keep yours in front of you. To the right, to the left. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, can we keep the feet a little bit wider for stability now, because I'm going to get you to sway. So you might need that chair to hold on to at this stage. So keep it in front of you. Mine's just to the side so you can see what I'm doing. So one side to the other and sway. Good. So if you're still steady in this position, bring your arms in, move through the body. Good. Nice and easy range, not too far on either side. Good. 4 more. and 3 and 2. Good. Well, last one here, and we'll finish that back in. Right, so let's come back to a step to the right and a step to the left. Good. And again, right and left. Hold on if you need to. Good. Nice and easy. So you should feel those hips starting to work now. 4 more. And 3 and 2. Well done. And the last one. Let's finish that with a little bit of a walk through just to release the legs. Okay, good. Nice and easy with the range. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, hold on if you need to. Well done. You're doing well. Okay, and relax. Right, let's bring that through to knee bends again. So with the chair in front of you, pull your tummy in now. We're going to just sink those hips back a little way and then come up to stand. So nice and smoothly through the range. Now let's work through, weight on the heels, and then come up very gently. So if it hurts your knees, I'm going to change the chair and bring this chair in. So this is always a good safety option here. If you're a little bit unsteady, you can work with a chair in front of you to hold on to and a chair behind you to aim for, so that if you feel that you're getting a little bit tired, all you have to do is sit down. But don't do that too soon. Okay, right, down and up, good. Nice and steadily, but you can see from the height of that chair, if your legs are quite strong and you're feeling good with this exercise, give yourself that little bit more of a challenge without having a chair behind you. Okay, one more. And relax, good, and walk it through. Okay, right, from here, now we're going to move into the back of the leg. So we've worked we've worked quite steadily with the front of the leg. We're going to move into the back of the leg now. So let's keep your balance working. So it means just for a moment standing on one leg as you lift your other leg up behind you. But make sure you hold onto the chair as you go. Good. So let's keep that heel lifting one at a time up behind you and try and aim that heel towards that hip and the other heel towards the other hip. Try not to let those legs cross over behind you. So it's a nice straight lift to the hip. Good. So you do get a lovely stretch down the front of the legs when you try this. So it is nice movement. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Good. And walk it down. So if there are too many repetitions for you, stop whenever you feel that you need to. But if you've been doing my classes for a good few weeks now, you should be on track with everything that we're covering today. So don't give up too quickly. Right, okay, moving on. Let's get your weight onto your right leg. Sorry, I'll work on this side. Your weight onto your right leg. Again, I'm going to move the chair so you can see what's happening. Bend the knee that you're standing on, the right leg. Bend your knee ever so slightly. Try not to lock back into that joint. So slight knee bend and the back straight. So really use that chair if you need some support now. Okay, that's hard work for the back of the leg to keep that heel lifting for any length of time. So let's move through to the other leg. Swap it over and stand on your left side, bending your left knee this time, the leg that you're standing on, but obviously bending the right knee to get the heel up. Okay, so how does that feel? Have a little bit of a squeeze into the hip, so you're supporting your weight, not just with the leg muscles, with the hip muscles as well. Back is nice and long. That comes into play as well. Right, let's do that again. Stand on your right leg, bend your knee. Good. Make sure the chair is ready to support you. Which way can I stand? Because we're now going to take the leg to the side and lift and lower. So this is your left leg lifting and your right leg standing. Good. So keep that lovely upright posture. The work is coming directly out of this hip and lift, or the movement is coming directly out of this hip. Good. And again. So how many more? Should we try 4? 3. Keep squeezing deeply into your right hip And the last one, relax. Good, walk it through. Well done. Let's have a go on the left side. Stand on your left leg, bend the knee. Okay, so that's without the chair in front of me. Okay, good. Now the right leg is going to lift and lower. And lift and lower. Keep this knee slightly bent. Good. Now really squeeze into your supporting hip. Nice tall back position. Breathing through it, don't hold your breath. Good. And again, keep going. Now, I didn't count the repetitions on the other side, but let's do 4 more from here. So we're roughly working through 3 and 2 and 1. Good, well done. And walk it down. Now, don't forget, you can do another set of that. If you feel that your hips are still okay, come back to your first leg, which is your right leg standing, and your left leg lifting, and just do 4 more. And this set you're going to really feel. Good. And relax, walk it through. And then to balance that workload, bend the left knee, stand through that leg, nice tall back position, and now lift the right leg for 4 more. Good. And there's the last one. Well done. And march it out. That's lovely work. Right, do you want to have a seat? So bring your chair in, move yourself safely around to the front of it, and then don't forget to sit in the way that we just have done. So gap between the feet, nice tall back, pull your tummy in, push your hips back and land very gently in the chair. Good. Now move your hips right into the back of the chair and have a proper rest break. Right, drink of water. I haven't got my water in here, that's a bit of an oversight. I'll go and get a glass of water in a moment, but if you've got your water handy, have a drink. Right, from here, of course, as you know in my classes, I've captured you for an hour and I want to get the most out of you for that hour, but obviously it's important you rest as well. So from here, you can sit with your back into the chair. Might need a cushion for this chair actually. But raise one leg and squeeze the muscles around that knee and above the knee area. And release it. Let's go to the second leg. Good. And release. Good. And again. So it doesn't really matter which leg you're working with, as long as you use both. So we're alternating at the moment. One leg to the other leg. Good. And as you can see, you can probably feel there's a lot of work going on in those quadriceps right now. So keep it strong. Lift your toe as high as you can. Good. Nice tall back. Relax your shoulders down and just breathe. Good. Nicely. Nice deep breathing. Good. 4 more times. And 3. And 2. Good. Well done. And relax. Good. So to make that a little bit harder, so I've just reached the floor on these chairs. To make that work a little bit harder, you can lift and hold. Good. And keep it there so you've got a little bit more work coming through those muscles, and relax. Good. Let's do the same to the other side. Around a 5-second hold. Good. And release. Let's do that again. Well done. And one over here. And relax. Good. So your muscles here starting to feel the level of work that you're doing with them. So that's the aim, that we're working hard enough, not giving up too easily, but also avoiding levels of pain as well. So, are you ready to stand up again? Now, if you were in the class right now, you'd say no. So hopefully you are ready to stand up again. So come through to the front of your chair. Good. Feet apart, not too wide, about hip width apart. You can support your back with your hands on your legs, lean into it, power up into a standing position and a few marches, and then you're going to move around to the back of your chair and hold on. Okay, so remember, as we do in the class, well, this is for all my classes actually, so as we do in all of our classes, only go as far as you want to, only go as far as your knees will allow you really, and your joints. So we're going to just put one foot behind you with the heel raised, hold onto your chair and don't drop down into your back. We're going to just bend your knees and lift. Bend your knees and lift. Good. Bend and lift. So the front knee behind the toe. We're pushing from the front heel, so that's an important element here. And the back knee just dipping down underneath your hip. So nice, easy range. Good. 4 more. And 3. So that's quite a lot of work for these leg muscles. Last one. Good. And release. Walk it out. Good. Okay, swap legs. Other leg behind you. I'm going to turn around so you can see what it's my other leg that's behind me. Heel up at the back, toe down, and the weight is going into your front heel. Okay, so straight back and bend and lift. Bend and lift. Good. So keep it tall as far as you can go. Don't go too deeply on this. Just do what your knees will allow. Okay, 4 more. Pushing from the heel. 3. Good. And 2. And 1. Well done. And relax and walk that back in. Good. Let's combine that with side steps. So let's go 1 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Good. Now I've got rid of my chair so you can see what's going on, but you hold on to yours. Keep it in front of you. 4 more times. 4 and 3, 2. Good. And 1. And march. Walking through. Good. Okay. Right, let's see if we can. If you're still feeling okay, we're going to take a step to the right and push back in. And stay there. Step to the right and push back in. So, a little bit of stepping strategy. Moving into your heel, push back out a bit. Good. And again, out to the right, push back in. Lovely. Good. And again. 1 more time. And the same thing now, walking through before we start. Sorry, I'm very good at rushing on to the next thing. Walk it out, but you know where we're going with the next phase on this. Out to the left, push back in. Good. Nice and steadily. So that outside leg, your left leg now, supporting your weight to bring you back in. So again, don't go too far. And again. Good. And 2 more. Good, 1 more. And bring it back into a march. Well done, that's good work. Now, can we do that forwards? So again, keep the chair in front of you or step to the side of it. So you've got the chair alongside you. Quite handy to have 2 chairs. I'll bring my other one back in. So you've got support on either side. So we can take a step in on one side, step in on the right, step in on the left. Good, but stay within reach of your chairs. Step in on the right and step in on the left. I don't think you can see my feet at this moment. Step in on the right and step in on the left. Good. So nice forward lunging, little bit of stepping strategy in this direction. Good. So this keeps your legs quite strong. If you go into a little trip forwards, hopefully you'll react like this, getting your leg to come out to compensate and push you back up into a standing position. Good. And 4 more. And 3. Well done. 2. And there's the last one. Good. Walk it out. Okay, that brings us nicely, actually the chairs are nicely positioned for us to move on to standing on your right leg. Now stand up very straight, very tall, but bend your right knee ever so slightly. You're going to squeeze at the hip, keep the right knee slightly bent, and the left leg now can swing forwards and backwards into a flamingo swing. So I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what's going on with my leg and my hip. So standing leg next to the chair. Good, make sure you've got your balance supported. Hold 2 chairs. I've got rid of my other chair obviously so that you can see what's happening. Good, so nice and steadily. And 2 more. And 1 more. And relax, good. So not too big a range there. Just want to keep it within a comfortable range for you. So let's move on to the other leg. Holding on to your chair, stand on your left side, and let's get that right leg now swinging forwards and backwards. Good, don't forget you're holding on to another chair on this side, but nice and steadily bend the knee and let this right hip just gently swing into a nice easy range for you. Good, so the weight loading on your supporting leg, very strong range. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and relax. Good, nice and easy. Right, so with the chair now in front of you, can we alternate a backward lunge from the right to the left? Good, from the right, not too far, just a small range, again, however your knees, or do whatever your knees can cope with. Good, nice and easy. Good, 2 more, and 1 more, and relax. Well done. Okay, you might want to have a sit down after all of that. So bring the chair around, come round to the front of it, step across the front of it. We've got the feet hip width apart, 1 hand on each leg, and slowly lower yourself into the chair without dropping. Lovely. Sit back and have a quick breather and another drink of water. Right. Right, let's finish off today's session with some stretches, as we would normally do in our group class. Right, so come to the front of your chair and just finish off with some lovely shoulder rolls, lifting and squeezing into your upper back. You can do this as a daily activity. Actually, it's quite nice to get your shoulders moving, working backwards. Good. Working with one arm. So if you place the hand on your shoulder and go backwards, just lifting through the range that is comfortable for you. You can always give that elbow a bit of support if you want to. And then just let the arm hang and swing into a pendulum range, forwards and backwards. Right, placing your hand on your chair. This arm now is going up into the air and over, very gently, not too far. So breathe deeply into it and release. Well done. Same with the other side. Hand on the shoulder. Let's go gently back into the joint. Good. And again, a little bit of support there if you want it. Give the arm a nice gentle range. Good. And then a pendulum swing to release it. Good. And then we've got the other hand on the chair, up into the air, lifting and leaning to get your lovely side stretch through that rib cage. So breathe deeply now and release the arm. Good. And give the wrists a shake out and the shoulders a bit of movement. Right. Now we've got the movement or the range in the shoulders. Let's reach behind you, hold your chair and sit nice and tall with the upper back just squeezing in gently. So take some deep breaths. Good, you've got these abs nicely pulling in, just very gently, lifting the rib cage up as you go, but the upper back squeezing. And relax, well done. And release the arms again down by your side. Right, from here, let's get your right leg out in front of you. So nice straight leg position. I'll move that chair, can you see? Okay, nice straight leg. Draw the toes up and you'll feel there's a pull on the ankle and the calf area. So just very gently ease yourself into that lovely calf stretch. And release the toes, swap sides, through to the other leg, lift and hold. Good. Draw the toes up, push the heel down, a nice tall back position. Good, and bring that one back in. Right, coming back to your first leg. This time we'll relax the toes because we want to concentrate more on the hamstrings. So both hands go on the opposite leg. So you've got your straight leg here and your bent leg here, and that's going to support your back. So lean onto your bent leg with a nice straight back position, and you should start to feel this lovely hamstring stretch developing in the back of your leg. So keep that nice and long and lengthened. Chin up, breathing deeply. And just keep the pressure on that stretch. You can start to lean into it a little bit more as you feel it easing off. If it's very tight, take your time with it. And release. Well done. Same thing on the other leg. I'll turn my chair around. Straighten the leg. Lift your chin up. Good. Both hands go on the opposite leg, the bent leg. And this will allow the straight leg now to start to stretch. So it's a lovely supported stretch. So let your toes relax and lean into it nicely. Good. Straighten your back. Don't look at the floor necessarily. Keep your neck and your chin up just to keep the neck in line with the spine. So lovely long spine position. Good. And you can feel that stretch start to develop in the hamstrings. So keep it there. You can take it as far as you want it to go. And release it. Well done. Okay. Lovely. And just relax the shoulders again. And we're going to keep just a little bit of a gap between the feet. Cross one hand over to your opposite knee. Reach behind you. Lift up with the rib cage, just nicely. And then very gently turning your ribs, not too far, it's just a little bit of trunk rotation. And back to the centre, and the opposite hand. Reach behind you, find the chair. Still got that length through the back, through the spine, and very gently turn. So you can use your neck as well in this position, and then release it back into the centre. Okay, reach forwards, let's go into a lovely stretch for this area, for the lower back. So if you place one hand on each leg, lift the rib cage up, start to tilt the pelvis backwards and just put some weight on the hands now. And just gently draw into your lower back. And then straighten up again, sit tall. And you can do that again nicely. So pull your tummy in, breathe, don't hold your breath. A little bit of a lean forwards. Not too far though, until you feel this lovely stretch developing in the lower back. And then slowly coming up. Well done. And then let's get you all to sit right back in your chair. And we'll finish off with movements for the neck. So just looking to the right, come back to the centre, look at me, give me a wave. And then look to the left. And come back to the centre. Good. Wave. Good. To the right. To the centre. I don't want you getting sleepy doing this. So give me a wave. And to the left. Good. So nice, easy mobility for the neck. If you find your neck and your shoulders tend to stiffen up, then you can do those exercises on a daily basis. Everything else, maybe every other day, you can pick and choose one or two of the exercises to do on one day. Take another one or two exercises to do on the second day. Don't feel like you have to do the whole thing in one go, okay? But try and do some of them because we're all stuck at home at the moment, aren't we? And it's yeah, be great to see you all. And I'm looking forward to us all getting back into the class and getting back to normal, really. But anyway, stay well and stay healthy. Okay, take care.